Hello there and welcome friends. Today I'm going to be streaming the latest newly released DLC for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, the Treasure of the Midnight Isles. If you've played Kingmaker, then you know it's pretty much the same as Beneath the Stolen Lands, so you can access the new DLC through the main menu right here, but then you'll have to create a custom party for it in a pretty similar roguelike mode, you know, to dungeon crawlers and such, all with a custom party. On the other hand, you can also access the new DLC and the big dungeon with a story party by just going through the main story of the game with the main character and all the story party members, starting at chapter 3. But you can also access it at chapter 4 and even the latest at chapter 5. Hello there, Daedalus, greetings and welcome. So I'll basically just wait to see if I get some viewers, and then I'll get going. Hi there, Terry, nice seeing you here as always. You too, Tenacious Buns, thank you for watching. And you too, Erivor, wow, there's a lot of viewers already, I'm glad. So for the DLC, I'm planning on going with my chapter 5 Angel Save at first. I'd much rather go through it as, you know, from the main quest of the game. Thankfully I already have a save for it here, which I created yesterday, which is right at the very start of the DLC for, you know, the story side of it. So let's see how it goes. I'm hoping there's a lot of nice loot to be found here, hopefully. Especially something that can enhance the main game. So I already have my angel party here. We are all ready. In case you don't know how to start the DLC, basically, well, you can do it at chapter 3, 4 or 5. If you are at chapter 3, then after a few days you'll get an event at your throne room. As for chapter 4, I believe you have to talk about the barkeep of the Demon Tavern about rumors, and then he'll send you the way towards the DLC. And if you are at chapter 5, which I were, well, just wait a few days, go to your throne room, and you'll also get an event with an NPC called the Helmsman, who will send you towards an area that starts the DLC. Tenacious, it is a roguelike if you do it from the main menu, so without the main quest, main character and story members. You can do it both ways. If you do it as a roguelike, then you'll have to create a full custom party for it. I kinda want to see how it is when it comes to the main game, especially because, well, first because it extends the duration of the main game, which I always enjoy, especially for chapter 5. And second because I'm really looking forward to the new loot we'll be able to find here to use during the main quest. Basically, when you start the DLC, the Helmsman NPC will send you to this little boat here. This is the boat and all. You can rest at the boat, which I did for food bonuses. There's this mimic chest called Greedy Chest. You can buy a few items from it, but so far I haven't really found anything useful here. So when you first start the DLC, just as a note, here is the chest with... It's your main chest, you know, the same one you can access in your throne room. So all the loot you find will be at the chest. Kosat, at the moment, it's on hard. I'm planning on doing it on hard first, just because, you know, when it comes to unfair, it kinda helps knowing what you're going to face before. So I kinda want to do it my first time on hard, and then after that on unfair, when I already know what I'm going to be facing. And when it comes to the actual DLC, well, basically there's a lot of islands to explore, but there seems to be a certain sequence to them. This one here being the last one, I think. So first we only have access to this one here. But yeah, at the moment it's on hard. Unfair is pain, everything else is for enjoyment. That's true. Very true. Hey there, Mr. Smith. I'm glad to hear you're really enjoying the main game. It's really an amazing game and certainly my favorite RPG ever since Baldur's Gate 2. Alright, so let's see what the first island is all about. My party here is the same for my angel run, so we have our angel oracle, Scylla as a full paladin, Social a full cleric, Cam mostly as a spirit hunter, a Scald mercenary with false shards, and Aru of course as our sniper, not to mention our pets. By the way, if you've read the latest patch notes, pets might actually change, so for the enhanced edition I'll upload a new guide for pets. The dinosaurs, at least the Triceratops pet, is a lot stronger now. So let's see if the dinosaurs will be able to beat the dog and the wolf and take their crown as the best pets. Yeah, I also really enjoy new content for Wrath Tenacious. I know they're planning on even more DLCs after this one with a second season pass. Anyways, let's get going at last towards the first island. It's nice that you can choose your party members right here. I'm guessing it's going to be the same as Kingmakers Beneath the Stolen Land. Yeah, Erebor, Wolfscard Oracle is pretty bad. 10% spell failure chance is basically shooting yourself in the foot, it's awful. So we basically are just already dropped at some dungeon, I think. I just need to cast haste and we can resume. Oh, there's already an enemy here, Deep Shadow Demon. I think you fight one of these for Ragu's quest. Anyways, it seems pretty low level. I'm guessing that's because the way this DLC works is just like Beneath the Stolen Lands for the main story. So a few of these islands open up for exploration during Chapter 3, and I think the harder islands appear after that. So during Chapter 4 you'll get access to more islands, and the last chain of islands should become open at Chapter 5. At least that's how I think it's going. Just like when in Beneath the Stolen Lands, where you could go deeper and deeper into the dungeon the further you were in the main quest. This should be a pretty easy fight. Let's just have everyone charge at it, including our angel here. Yeah, Mr. Smith, you can access it during the main game, or play it as a standalone if you prefer with a new party.
Rely on me.
Well, doesn't look like we can charge with most of our allies. So let's just attack normally. Oh, some more enemies here. Terry, Demo, and Marauder. They should be pretty easy for our party, I think. Cultist Archer. Yeah, that's a lot of enemies appearing out of nowhere. Just look at all the damage from the angel buff procs. No, the fun thing about being an angel, besides how OP we are, if you notice these little ticks of damage here that have a little icon next to it, it's all because of the... where is it? Stun marked spell. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, it's basically a super overpowered buff that applies to every weapon, including ranged weapons, and pet attacks too. You gain a massive amount of extra damage from this, and my Angel Oracle has of course buffed everyone with it. Right, let's disarm the trap with Cam.
I am helpful, am I not?
I'm guessing the content doesn't scale, so the first islands are going to be pretty easy at Chapter 5, when ideally you would have to explore them at chapter 3. Oh, we have a robe here. Robe of water. Kinda disappointing. Unless you want to spam Icy Prison, I guess.
We march ahead.
So now it's a Deep Shadow Demon Brute.
I stand ready.
And I still can't charge. Yeah, I guess the columns are blocking the way to the Shadow Demon. Oh well. Let's just sing with our Scald.
Let us not hesitate.
And we can resume.
They will break against our resolve.
Now we also have some Cambion Alchemists here. Well, I don't think anything here is going to matter. Yeah, Ouija, I wasn't really a fan of the last DLC too. Mostly because it's a very low level DLC. You're right, I'm also not a fan of standalone campaigns and such. I prefer it to be main character focused. Especially because at this point we all care for the main character and the story party members too. Let's loot everything here.
Death is life's final surprise, and I enjoy surprising people.
Oh, there's a lot of enchanted items, but they are low tier as expected since it's just like the first area.
Shall not be swayed from my path.
I did hear you get a pretty nice vendor of items, even early on in chapter 3. Tenacious Buns, I think for the actual roguelike standalone, the maps are randomly generated. I'm not sure if they are for the main quest edition, you know, the main game and such.
I will guide us.
I guess we'll see.
Defeat is not an option.
Oh, the archer started in a smart spot here. We can't really reach it.
I will resist.
We'll have to go the other way around. Look how big Scylla's horse is. For some reason, the horse actually increases in model size when you cast like Animal Growth. The other pets don't really. Well, this could be a pretty hard area if you were low level, like in chapter 3 only. And Scylla also found something.
Godspeed. That is quite a discovery.
I hope you appreciate this.
Oh, so the maps are static. Interesting. I wonder if the maps are going to have extra effects, like in Kingmaker you had fire floors, ice floors and so on.
Reason to pause.
The floors were kinda thematic.
Our time has come. Let us press on.
We have a secret area here. Well, I guess the Mithril chain shirt would have been useful if you were at chapter 3.
I will
We
lend you
will
my
win
aid.
this war.
We march ahead.
What's that there?
Oh, so there's actually a statue of Nocticula here. Hi there, Garhion. I will actually resume playing Pathfinder once the Enhanced Edition releases, which should be at the end of September. I'm also planning on updating a lot of content for it, depending on what changes they have.
Our path leads on.
Right, so let's keep on going.
We should move.
Scylla's horse is so big that it's not properly
I will guide us.
following us. So, Half-Fiend Guardian Minotaur. Oh, Enhanced Edition data mines. That sounds like fun. Let's just kill the Minotaur. Well, the only downside about the DLC so far is that we can't really properly charge at the enemies, which is a bummer because, you know, charge is super powerful. So far there are a lot of obstacles blocking our paths.
I found something.
Well, let's kill the Conjurer first. It's kinda sad to gain all of this experience, but there's no point to it because you're already at max level. I have like almost 2 million, like 1,300,000 experience over the cap, but it's kinda useless. Well, for chapter 3, the gear so far isn't really good as well, it's mostly like +2. But we have basically just begun exploring it. Like +1 and +2 gear. The enemies seem kinda tough though for the start of chapter 3.
Godspeed.
Assassin, huh?
You called?
Oh, we can charge at this Minotaur now, great. Finally some enemies to charge. Actually, we can even charge the assassins.
Well,
I will not falter.
And Aura is going for the Conjurer here.
I will prove my worth.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Well, let's see if this... I think the assassin was a rogue only. He definitely had Bewildering Injury though, which is a rogue feature.
Let us press on.
Actually, something that might be nice is that depending on how much experience you gain here, the experience seems pretty good. You are probably going to be... like end chapter 3 with 1 or 2 extra levels, who knows.
March ahead.
Because anyways, I'm guessing the progression is going to be locked for chapter 3. Eventually you have to reach chapter 4 to continue. Since we are at 5, we can just handle everything in one go, I think.
Over there.
Oh, a trap.
open your heart to me.
Let's have Cam. Oh, we haven't found the panel that connects to the trap, I guess. Oh, there it is.
I am helpful.
Our path leads on.
Cambion Cleric, alright.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Sometimes it helps to press V to pause and unpause the game right after, just so we can draw more enemies in and charge at them.
I will help where I can.
Like everyone can charge at this Minotaur now, it's just gonna explode
I'll make my own legend.
Allow me.
really fast.
We should move.
Pretty high experience so far here. We even got like an unique enemy. Well, Elictal, Angel and Lich are definitely very strong so far because of the spell merge. I do like that the mythic spells bypass spell resistance because enemies in Wrath as demons, they tend to have very high spell resistance. Oh, so far no good loot really. Oh, we do have like something special. A unique heavy crossbow, Evercold. That's actually pretty good. So for the first attack during a round, you shoot twice. Then you have like a fortitude saving throw or take extra cold damage and become staggered, which is the most powerful effect. That's a decent crossbow, like firing 2 for just once, pretty powerful. Especially for chapter 3. Good for characters like Darren or Amber who will just have crossbows. Yeah, Trickster persuasion tricks are a lot better now, I think, because recently a patch increased the difficulty class, yeah, of mythic abilities. I'm planning on updating my Trickster guide for, you know, some other mythic tricks. Right, so this was the first island, I think. There's a... I guess this is our main chest. Yeah, that's the main chest. I suppose the good thing about doing this at chapter 5 is we have basically 24-hour level buffs. We don't have to waste time buffing or resting before every new island. Kosat, I definitely recommend you buy... Well, I can't really say it, but I think this expansion is certainly going to be a good one. Because it has 2 modes. Hello there, Mr. Mapples, welcome. So you can actually play this DLC at the main story, which is what I'm doing, so there's more content for the main game, or as a standalone, as a roguelike. So overall, I think this is the one that has the most bang for your buck. We just need another haste here. It's a pity we aren't a lich with 24 hours haste.
I tire of waiting.
Oh, so now we have undead enemies here. Speaking about leeches. Greater Skeleton Champion Guard. That's pretty high stats, like 46. If you were at chapter 3, this would be pretty high. Yeah, I know this skeleton. This is the one that has like high armor class, but his attack bonus is pretty low, so he's basically a skeleton tank. There's one in the first DLC that has like 80 or 90 armor class on unfair. It's crazy. Yeah, I really like two-handed skulls too, Mr. Mapples. Actually, my mercenary here is a two-handed skull. So let's see if there's more undead enemies. I think everyone has death ward here, so they don't get hit with negative levels, depending on the enemies that appear.
I'm prepared.
I'll make my own legend.
Please, be careful.
Oh, so there's a lot more skeletons and even one archer. The archer could be a bit troublesome for chapter 3, although his attack bonus isn't really high for chapter 3. This is on hard though. I suppose we could disarm the trap. Oh, let's just attack. I don't think the trap is going to do much against us. Hopefully. Mr. Mapples, you should definitely be able to use Skull Song during battle. But if battle starts, you have to wait until the initiative comes for your Scald. Yeah, so it was a fire trap, but we're basically immune to fire damage anyways. That's a nice critical from our Scald. 340. Anyways, Mr. Mapples, what you want to do is activate your Scald Song before battle starts. Yeah, famous left word indeed. The song is a standard action at the beginning, but later becomes a swift action. I think it's around... Yeah, so it becomes a move action at level 7. And then a swift action at level 13.
The spirits demand your blood.
Rely on me.
Stealing her Giga Horse again. So this is what you want to do, Mr. Mapples. You want to set auto pause to enemy sighted, so the game automatically pauses when you spot an enemy. Then you activate your Scald Song right here. Press V to pause and unpause the game. So we already lost the news because the Scald Song already activated. But now we want to deactivate it. The reason is we already have lingering performance, so the song will remain on for like 3 rounds. This way you can conserve your songs for pretty much the entire dungeon, and you also don't have to waste an action in battle casting it. So see, we already got the song activating here, and you can just attack. Yeah, more undead enemies here.
Tesna, guide my hand.
And some demons too. Oh, this one could be pretty tough if you were at chapter 3. Like plus 30 TAB is pretty high. Same for the armor class. Thankfully we are ever so OP. Some spell scrolls only.
Press on.
So now we have more
Make
demons.
your peace.
Let us not hesitate.
Sadly we can't really charge at them. Perhaps with our...
Beauty with your heart.
Yeah, Social can at least.
The struggles never cease.
It's great when you're mounted because you charge with both the rider and the pet at once.
Something over there.
Oops, there's a trap, but we already sent our characters charging. It's not like we can avoid it. Oh, we have an apprentice assassin hiding here. Yeah, the class is actually rogue.
I will resist.
Mr. Mapple's mythic charge is because, well, for most of the game it's actually easy to charge at the enemy, so long as you're doing it out of battle.
No reason to pause.
I'll soon explain how that goes when I find another enemy pack to fight.
We march ahead.
It's kind of weird, like, you get a potion of death ward, I mean, okay. I'm guessing there's going to be enemies with negative levels afterwards. Perhaps it was like the game giving you something for free.
Our path leads on.
Yeah, Arivor, overall there aren't really many enemies with prestige classes. I think I actually once saw a demon that was a Mystic Theurge, as weird as that sounds. Like a Baylor, I think. One of the Mythic Baylors was a Mythic Theurge, yeah.
I am helpful, am I not?
Yeah, the thing with Pathfinder is that they kinda moved away from Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition, where it was all about prestige classes. I think Pathfinder wants to make it like pure classes, more like pure classes only. If you compare, there aren't many prestige classes like when you compare it to, let's say, Neverwinter Nights 2. So we have some golems now. Anyways, well, we obviously won't be able to charge here because this dungeon layout is like there's a lot of stairs and columns and so on. But for most of the areas in the main game, you can actually charge. I guess maybe if we move one of our pets here...
We stand.
Yeah, we probably aren't going to be able to get there. Oh, we can actually charge with one of our wolves. So what you do is you charge out of battle. Like, the enemy hasn't spotted us yet, but we have spotted the enemy. So we can already charge now.
Where I can.
And if you line your characters properly, it's a lot easier to get the charge going when you do it before battle starts.
Prepare yourself.
I actually forgot to turn, like, Scald's song on.
What's that there?
Another Nocticulus statue. Oh, was that just a +2 amulet? That's pretty crappy, even for chapter 3. I think this is the only exit so far, I guess. Oh, a Mandragora Swarm. I remember these from Kingmaker. They are pretty nasty because they drain, like, strength, I think, or constitution. Yeah, I like the Eldritch Knight Prestige class too, especially when you get it with Lich. Kosat, I'm not using the free Triceratops pet, mostly because I already have a lot of pets, like I have 1, 2, 3, I have 4 pets already, my party is big enough as it is. So the Mandragora Swarm, the main danger, I think, is the ability damage or drain. Let's see if I can find where... Okay, Mandragora Swarm. Yeah, they drain Fortitude, and they also drain Strength. However,
I stand ready.
the latest patch should have fixed the Angel spell. Where is it? Ward against weakness. So, see, it says it blocks both ability damage and ability drain. And we have it on 24 hours, so tough luck, Mandragora Swarms. I think we can just, like, bum rush at it.
Rely on me.
We can actually come here during chapter 5. You can, so long as you are on chapter 3, 4 or 5, you can access the new DLC. On chapter 6, however, you cannot anymore.
Did I mess up again?
Let's just attack the Mandragora Swarm.
Against our resolve.
Yeah, We deal so much holy damage because of the Sun Marked spell that it pretty much was destroyed. But let me tell you, on the last area of Kingmaker, these Mandragora Swarms were super annoying. Yes, on Chapter 3 and Chapter 5 you can access it by waiting a few days, and then you'll find an event at the Dresden Throne Room, where an NPC will come and tell you to go to a cave, and then you can actually start the DLC. The NPC is called Helmsman.
I will not. These magics
A
should be
bright
used in
future
our way.
awaits us.
Let's see if we can... Yeah, we can charge now. That's true, but I think that some of the islands are blocked. You can only access them during Chapter 4 and then Chapter 5. At least it's what I think. It was this way too with Kingmaker.
I found something.
Well, Scylla found it a bit too late.
Fall here. I swear it.
This Cultist Conjurer is very annoying early on because it will go invisible and keep on spamming summons.
Guide my hand.
Oh, and there's actually 2 of them. A web trap, yeah, that's pretty disappointing. Even for Chapter 3, we would already have, like, freedom of movement at this point. Yeah, at the very least it means more loot and experience. Even just a single extra level is already great.
Adventures await.
Well, I can't seem to loot this. Okay. Yeah, so far it's mostly +2 gear for the second and the first islands. Well, being a dragon can be annoying sometimes indeed, because dragons have very large models. Yeah, I'm also really looking forward for the unique items. I'm hoping there's a lot of nice stuff. This is looking like it's going to have a mini-boss enemy or so. They usually appear on the bigger, wider maps.
We should move.
Who knows? So, Half-Fiend, Guardian Minotaur. Let's see if we can get something else to spawn. So I like doing this when you pause, and you can do this by pressing the key V on the keyboard. Before the enemies can actually react to you. Oh, so we get a unique NPC here. Ilsen the Treasure Plunderer. He's kinda weak though, I mean. The first demons we fought were a lot stronger than him. 5 Fighter and 5 Barbarian. That's like a Trevor class split. Oh, he does have a unique weapon, Iron Prayer. Yeah, Constantine Soapbox. The roguelike DLC tends to be pretty fun. And yeah, just level 10. I mean, a random demon here has like level 18 or so. Mr. Mapples, ideally, like, the weapon I really prefer is Falshard instead of Falchion. But sometimes you don't have feats to spare for exotic proficiency. I do prefer Falshards though, or Falchions. I wouldn't go with Glaives, because Glaives have low critical. Anyways, let's just destroy these poor enemies here.
Our time has come.
We will win this war.
Please.
See, we can actually charge with most of our characters.
Your peace.
I can't cast it like that.
Yeah, just some minor enemies. Yeah, I'm guessing the good loot will also come from the main bosses, VG. Oh, there's a last enemy here. He arrived a bit too late, poor ferocious Skeletus champion. They look like they're summoned though. Oh yeah, we have a necromancer here who summoned them. Usually when the enemy has this yellowish aura to them, it's because they were summoned. Aru's gonna make short work of this necromancer.
Resist.
Poor necromancer was treasure hunting here. There's another enemy. Okay, so I think there's another necromancer here. Where's the necromancer? So Aru can snipe him. He kinda disappeared there. Oh wait, his model is overlapping with the skeleton. So we have some new loot from the treasure plunderer character here. Kinda disappointing though, I mean, just some +2 gear. Let's check this Iron Prayer longsword. Oh, this is actually pretty powerful. So, whenever you strike a demon, basically all of the enemies in Wrath, at least the toughest ones, you do an extra 1d10 points of slashing damage. That's super powerful. And also get an extra +2 enhancement to the attack roll. This is pretty much like an amazing weapon. I'm surprised. And yeah, more boots. We definitely need more boots.
Our path
This
leads
is
on.
my path.
So, we Guarded Hearth will actually improve our attack bonus. I'm planning on releasing a video. I know it got somewhat nerfed in the recent patch, but there's actually a pretty... It was actually buffed in a way, to be fair. Because now you can combine Touch of Good, which with Social already comes with this ability, and you can combine it with Guarded Hearth for massive attack bonus increase.
I will guide us.
So Guarded Hearth is still very much viable and amazing. So I guess we can leave the island here. Anyways, the longsword we found is amazing for longsword builds. The only downside is it doesn't have an elemental enchantment. I guess what surprises me is that when it comes to the Kingmaker roguelike DLC, I remember the bosses being more... Like, so far it feels like we're only fighting random enemies. Well, Mr. Smith, the easiest way is to get another cleric. Either make one yourself or make a mercenary. You can also turn characters like Lun into clerics, since Lun has pretty high wisdom. And he only has a single level in his starter Monk Archer class. You can also use Inquisitors. Oh, I haven't really been making saves. I should start making some. Dan Duck, the thing about Lethal Stance... Well, yeah, you're correct. It does work with Guarded Hearth. I mean, Guarded Hearth is going to bypass it because the value eventually is a lot higher. But the thing with Scald's Song is that it also offers untyped bonus to AB. Also, Lethal Stance eventually becomes Lethal Accuracy, which is amazing and grants you an extra multiplier in critical hit, which is very rare. I can't recall of any other ability doing this. So now we have like the third island. How many there are? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. I noticed the last island has like a big flower. I wonder if the boss is going to be some plant or something like that. So the third island. I'm guessing the third or the fourth island is when you should like stop exploration in chapter 3. Perhaps the other ones will only open on chapter 4. And the remaining ones at chapter 5. Also, this one already looks different.
We should move.
So yeah, this one looks fire themed.
Something over there.
This trap is kind of close. You can always stop. Oh, I haven't really noticed this icon. Psychotic Undertow. So, whenever a creature with at least 3 levels in Arcane or Divine Spellcasting casts a spell, it must make a will save based on the island's challenge rating. Oh wow, this is pretty annoying. On a failed save, they become confused and go into a rage. Huh. The more you know. I haven't really noticed this before. So we already got like an nasty debuff. Thankfully we don't... Oh, so here's the will saving throw. 15, that's pretty low. However, I mean, if we rolled a 1, we could have failed, which is pretty annoying. Anyways, let's disarm the trap.
Spirits guide me.
Assuming I can find a panel to disarm it somewhere. So now we have Ash Giants. They are pretty tough during Chapter 3. You can find some of them like in random encounters at the map. They have a disease on hit, yeah. Leprosy. This is pretty annoying. Thankfully we are immune to diseases because our angel is very much holy and very much overpowered. I have no idea where the panel to disarm this trap is. Like, maybe it's somewhere. Oh, so... Anyways, let's ignore the trap for now.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
Hello there, João. Well, the giant hasn't really attacked us.
Together we stand.
My will
That's very kind of him.
Open your heart to me.
We can for once charge with everyone.
Stand with me.
Oh, some more enemies here too. Yeah, Ouija, I noticed the icon is super close to the normal buff. But we can actually still click it here though. Oh, so the panel was at the statue here.
I hope you appreciate this.
Cam has like 60 on her trickery checks. The Cambion Bard is stacked, but so far only +2 stuff. Scylla is kinda rushing ahead with her horse.
Thank you for inviting me on this journey. Risking life and limb, facing
Yet we can't...
countless
Oh, of
dangers.
course, like... this little column here is blocking our path to charge.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Shadow Demon Votary. I think this is one of the most annoying ones. Is this the one with Blade Barrier? No. Oh, but it has annoying, like, mind spells. Thankfully, we can pretty much just make the saves, and we are immune to most mind stuff from being an angel.
be careful.
But if you were doing this at the, like, Chapter 3, I would be careful with the Shadow Demon Votary. The most annoying one is the Merilith Votary, though. I think it's the one that has Blade Barrier.
You call?
Yeah, Arivor, the enemies so far probably aren't going to be dangerous. Since we are max level.
Let us press on.
Rely
Struggles
on
never
me.
cease.
I can't seem to loot this base here. Anyways, let's hope there's nothing... Let's hope there's nothing good here.
This is my path.
We march ahead.
So, okay, more Minotaurs. Mr. Smith, my favorite mythic path? Well, it depends. Like, gameplay-wise, Angel, merged Angel and Lich, and also Trickster. But story-wise, I mean, thematic-wise, I really like Necromancer, so Lich.
What's that?
But I think the one that has the most extra story events, Angel and Azata. I mean, story-wise, for more events and such. More content, I mean.
A bright future awaits us.
Now, what
I'll
am I
watch your
missing?
back.
I'll make my own legend.
I've yet to play Aeon though, I'm waiting for the Enhanced Edition.
Save the last one for me.
Make your peace.
Oh, a succubus. I think we got a trap. A fireball. Oh, a selective metamagic rod. This is a new item. I can't recall there being selective rods in the main game. Rogiv, Lich is definitely stronger than Demon. Merged casters are just way too powerful, so Merged Angel and Merged Lich. So Selective Meta Magic Rod. This is the one that lets your spell hit enemies only, right? And ignore friendly fire. The only thing I don't like about Demon is that while it has the highest ceiling possible, like it can deal massive bursts of damage and has the highest difficulty class for their spells, Demon is kinda limited by Demonic Rage, which I find very annoying. A Lich can just cast all of the spells they want, regardless of limitations.
I sense something.
I don't think Selective Meta Magic is like that useful though, but at least when it comes to a rod it's free.
I am helpful, am I not?
So more Ash Giants here. Yeah, Trickster to Legend is very overpowered.
Defeat is not an option.
Oh, there's another enemy. Prophet of Baphomet Minotaur. Yeah, I think I recall seeing a few of these in the main game. They have like extremely low armor class though, just 27. And super low attack bonus too, that's kinda disappointing. Oh, you're right, Arivor. With Sirocco, it could be very powerful. Sirocco is one of the best spells in the game. The only downside is indeed that it has friendly fire.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Yeah, Mr. Smith, you basically get the Trickster feats, and then when you become Legend, you retain them. Just be careful, because if you respec after becoming Legend, you lose your Trickster stuff. So you basically can't respec.
I hope you appreciate this.
Godspeed.
Go for their hearts!
I think this is it for this. Oh, we actually...
Something.
the secret portrait here.
I tire of waiting.
I remember in Kingmaker's Beneath the Stolen Lands DLC, if you've missed a few perception checks, you like wouldn't get the true story at the end of the dungeon. Up here, the Golden Dragon path, I mean, it can be useful, but I hate how bad the breath is, like the actual dragon breath. Also, I wish the dragon form was stronger, because the last time I checked, the dragon form is pretty much the same as just casting Shape Change and changing into a golden dragon, which is kinda sad. I know it has received a few upgrades though, like increasing the ability scores you get, and so on. Wait, where exactly am I supposed to go now? Okay, so we haven't entered this room yet. Oh, Fiendish Greater Fire Elemental. So he's an elemental, but he's also fiendish. That seems pretty crappy. It's kinda weird because the enemies in the first island, the demons, were stronger than these. One of the things I like about Aru is that since she's already level 20, she has instant query, which lets her use query against all of the enemies as a free action. It's super powerful. Some archers here.
I will resist.
Devil, I haven't really tried it yet. I'm also waiting for the enhanced edition because I heard they were going to improve it, maybe? The problem... Oh, another pair of boots. Nice. Swiftfoot boots. Yeah, that's like the most basic boots possible. I already have a few similar. So, some more skeletons here.
I stand ready.
Sadly, we can't charge.
I will defend my dream.
Incubus
Prepare
Dominator.
yourself.
Oh, he's going for energy drain here. Too bad Aru sniped him to death. I swear the game sound bugged and I keep hearing the trap disarming sound. Kind of annoying, but oh well. I also kinda hate the Devil path in that it comes so late in the game. I'm not sure what they were thinking. Devil should have been a chapter 3 mythic path, I'm sorry. But that's the way it should have been.
Until one day the challenger becomes you.
Some more Minotaurs here. Yeah, I'll try to save and load to see if I can get rid of the annoying disarming sound. Just look at all the damage ticks we get.
This is my path.
Oh, so this was a unique NPC, Malkar the Stranged. He even has a golden item. So Flaming Seed. I'm guessing this was one of the like bosses of the islands then. Let's take a moment to read the item here. Well, I'm not sure what we can do with this so far. Let's just keep it with our character. I'm guessing we might be able to show this item to the Helmsman NPC. This was basically a greedy NPC. Let's hope he has something else of use. He even comes with an nunchaku. I mean, I might be wrong, but I don't think a single person has ever used a nunchaku in this game. So, Kapow. When wielded by a monk, it grants it a +5 enhancement bonus to CMD and CMB. Heartseeker is pretty nice too to avoid concealment. Well, I mean, it's an nunchaku. Not that useful though. Unless you are a monk that like... Well, monks can actually treat the enemy, can't they? With one of their special abilities. So I guess if they want higher tripping power. Like one of my pets actually has a bracer that grants an enhancement bonus. An untyped bonus to CMB and CMB because spreads the dog trips on hit. And we also have to cast haste again.
Stand ready.
Let us press on.
Oh, you used a Swarm to completely not a lefty. That sounds very fun. I actually also have not played Swarm yet. I'm waiting for the Enhanced Edition. I really want to go for a Swarm run though.
We march ahead.
I think this was... Oh wait, maybe like it seems like there's a little area we missed here. Or not. The map sometimes is misleading. It's just a blocked area.
Our path leads on.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
So this was the third island. I'm guessing if you do this at chapter 3, this is the last island you can do in that chapter. At least this was this way in Kingmaker, with Beneath the Stolen Lands. We still have like hours left on our buffs. I think the sound is fine now, Erivor. That little annoying noise disappeared. So now we have the fourth island. Might as well save here. One of the things I really like about having a lot of pets is that you have so much carrying capacity, you pretty much never have to like unload your items. You can just keep on carrying everything. I'm not sure when Toy Box is going to be updated. I guess that's up to the modder. Thankfully, Bubble Buffs has been updated already, so you can use it. Right, so now we are in for another set of Fire Islands, I think. And more Ash Giants. Oh, there's another debuff here. Igneous Elemental Undertow. A creature within a 30-foot range of a pillar gains cold resistance. And every time they take fire, they take damage, they take an additional fire damage. This is kind of, you know, weak. Because at this point you can just cast resist fire and resist cold. Should completely ignore it, I guess. Enhanced Edition is set to come at the end of September, Mr. Smith. I think September 29 or 28, something like that.
We should move. Our time has come.
Let's just kill this little wrecker. Oh, there's a succubus here. Too bad for her, we are immune to mind affecting because of our angel halo. Headband of Mental Might. Oh, it's just +2 to intelligence and wisdom.
Godspeed. Forwards!
I mean, the loot so far is kinda disappointing. Although both the crossbow and the longsword we found were pretty powerful. Not a lefty, you are absolutely right. I also absolutely despise that the last mythic rank is gained right before the final boss. It's such a bummer. Especially for mythics like Trickster, where you get a new ultimate mythic trick only at mythic rank 10. I'm really hoping that for the enhanced edition they move the upgrades, mythic upgrades around. To me, the last mythic upgrade should be at the start of chapter 5. Or at the very least, when you do the quest at chapter 5, like your last mythic quest. We have a Vrock now. This Vrock can be pretty annoying. I really had no idea what they were thinking when they made the last mythic rank up right before the final boss.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Oh, I forgot to turn my Scald song.
You can trust me.
We march ahead.
Let's keep
Something over there.
Oh, a trap. It's a good thing Wrath isn't like Baldur's Gate 2, where the traps would disintegrate you or petrify you or instantly kill you. Traps here are kind of weak. Oh, if it isn't the Ghostly Guard, one of the most annoying enemies of Kingmaker. Thankfully, our OP Angel has made everyone immune to ability drain and ability damage. Although this dispelling attack could be annoying, I don't want my buffs being dispelled. He does have kinda low attack bonus, I guess. He isn't going to be hitting anyone. Although, oh damn, this guy's hit for touch attack, right? Let's get
Make your peace.
Aru to snipe it. Anyways, know that these ghosts are some of the most annoying enemies in the game.
Our path leads on.
There were like hordes of these ghosts in the last Kingmaker dungeon. So annoying. I remember just spamming mass heal scrolls because of how annoying they were.
I will guide us.
Yeah, some classes gain a lot from Mythic rank 10, others don't, not a lefty.
Godspeed.
Please, be careful.
Oh, moving should be pretty annoying. Let's hope our characters don't trigger the trap by mistake.
Is what I was made for.
Oh, there's still another skeleton here.
Please, allow me.
We will prevail.
Right, so let's disarm it now.
I heed the voice of the spirit.
Helpful indeed.
Do not hold back. Let us press on.
I guess this was it for this room. Doesn't seem like it's going anywhere.
We march ahead.
I will say the corridors are rather tight here, so kinda annoying with enlarged characters.
I'll make my own magic.
The struggles never
Oh, it should be about time for Aru to recast her Hurricane Bow. I kinda forgot. Brass Golem. I actually read in the patch notes, each golem has a different death throws ability now. So, which happens when they are killed.
Battle, my friends.
Countess. Let's kill the Conjurer. I guess this one exploded in fire. Yes, Frightbot, it should definitely make the animal companions with gore attacks very much powerful. Perhaps even at the same tier of the dog and the wolf. I'll release a new pet guide once the enhanced edition comes. I think a good example, well, the boar pet has gore, and also the dinosaur, the Triceratops, also has gore. So they are way more valuable now. And speaking about it, we actually get the Triceratops pet for free from that statuette item.
I'll cut you wide open.
Although we can't choose its feet.
Leads on.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Yes, the elk is actually one of the strongest pets. The problem with the elk is that it's only a single gore attack, although it can increase to 2 with haste. I don't think the elk gets more gore attacks, although I could be mistaken. Yeah, the elk has amazing armor class. Most importantly, the elk and the Triceratops, they also have the powerful charge ability. Oh man, a blade barrier. They still have not fixed this annoying bug with blade barrier where your characters, look at that. They keep going back and forth the blade barrier, thus taking thousands of damage. It's really annoying. It's a good thing we are overpowered, so blade barrier doesn't matter for us. But yeah, the annoying bug is back with the trap disarm sound, so I'll just reload to see if I can get rid of this sound bug. And another good thing with Pounce and Powerful Charge is that basically every attack will apply the Powerful Charge ability. So the Triceratops and the Elk can deal quite amazing damage when charging.
Godspeed.
A Heavy Shield +3, I think this is our first +3 item. Our character bugging there.
Let us press on.
Another annoying ghost.
Make my own legend.
Thankfully we have Death Ward.
A bright future
My
awaits
will.
us.
Now, what am I missing?
Should work.
And we can just charge at this skeleton to come close. Yeah, the elk has a gore attack and 2 hooves. Thankfully, if you cast haste, he should gain 2 hoof attacks. But it's still a lot less than a full pet like the Triceratops, which only has a single gore. He will gain more gore attacks as it levels. Oh, Captain of the Drowned. That's new.
I will resist.
Let's check him. Well, he died already. So he was a war priest.
Do not hold back.
Pounce is indeed better than Powerful Charge, however, we can just use a Scald to give Pounce to everyone anyways. Doesn't seem like he had any unique item though. Oh, a Guardian's Battle Axe, maybe. So it's actually a Damantine? I wonder if the Helmsman guy is around again. I hope so. Maybe he's going to give us something. So +3 competence to attack rolls on attacks of opportunity, that's decent. But if equipped together with Guardian Shield, the bonus increases to +6. And on a successful attack of opportunity, 2d6 slashing damage. I guess this can be pretty good. Oh, the merchant might have updated now. I do hope so. Yeah, I read something about the merchant getting a lot of nice items, especially for chapter 3.
We march ahead.
Do I have the Guardian? Like, I think I got the Guardian Sword. But do I also... the Guardian Battle Axe. I'm not sure if I got the Guardian Shield. Unless I'm missing something. Maybe the shield drops later. Amber Scald. Yeah, Amber is pretty much one of the best party members to become a Scald. Although you can really make anyone a Scald, even like someone like Wendwag, because Charisma isn't really that important for Scalds. You can just slap a headband of Charisma to cast some of the spells and so on. So let's check the Merchant. As Arivor recommended. Oh, we can use an exit here to go back to... Wait, where's the little mimic chest? Okay, greedy chest. I have gold. Well, it hasn't updated yet. So let's check the... Maybe if we talk with the helmsman. So far, I think I've already like exhausted the dialogue with him. Maybe if we go back and return, perhaps the merchant will update his stock. The greedy chest. Because so far his inventory is pretty disappointing. Although we might as well sell all of the trash we have. I have so much trash accumulated here. Like, there's really a lot of useless stuff I keep on hoarding. The sad part is some unique items are still locked behind the default item icon. So Hasty Eradicator is a pretty powerful dagger, but it has the same icon as the normal dagger. Sometimes I end up selling it by mistake. Hit the act thresholds on the progression. Yeah, that might be it, Arivor. Anyways, our party is already fully decked in the best gear possible anyways. So it shouldn't matter that much. I guess if you did this at Act 3, perhaps the merchant stock would have updated. Anyways, let's just go for the next island.
No reason to pause.
Hey there, Baldons, and thank you so much for being here, Chu. Pathfinder can be a pretty difficult game at the start when you don't... I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you need to know, and it's designed to be a decently hard game by default. Best gear without toy box. Well, we don't have access to the Kingmaker exclusive items, but besides that we do have the best items. Oh, the update of the merchant is standalone version only, Lefty. Well, it could be that way. Anyways, we don't need any updated items. So let's head for the next island. I think it's the 4th island. Yeah, Gendarme Demon is pretty powerful, Baldums. Gendarme by itself is a very nice class. Also, it's the 5th island already, actually. So, not a lefty. You played this as a swarm, right? I'm guessing you had like 6 kineticist swarms at the same party. Yeah, that's completely overpowered. I mean, six deadly herbs. Well, this is new. I mean, it looks a lot different than the rest. So if you take magic nullification, you can't die as a swarm. Baldoms, I actually have a guide for, you know, the crusade mode. But if your morale is so low... Well, there are some events that you can use to increase morale, or by defeating demon armies. Are you sure you don't have an outpost currently sieged by a demon army? Because if you leave them sieged, you eventually lose morale. Oh, I almost forgot the haste. Gotta have the haste. There really is no life without haste. Haste all day, every day. Oh, we have some pirate enemies now. This one even has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks per round. But kinda low armor class. Still, that's a lot of attacks. And we have another debuff. I have no idea what Basmarit means. Any creature here gains a +2 bonus on attack rolls if it is chaotic neutral. I guess you have to go to Baphomet's prison. Oh no, it's like something, a sanctum. I forgot the name. Oh, we also have Vicious Pirate Spellcaster, which is a level 16 wizard. Hello there, Elvis. Nice seeing you here. Spell's kinda crappy though. A main game playthrough livestream. I actually might once the Enhanced Edition comes. Yeah, Blackwater can be pretty tough, Baldons. The enemies here, they are the cyber demons especially, have very high stats. So the enemies here are actually stacked with loot. But it's pretty much like normal stuff, good for selling, I guess. So far the only outstanding loot is the crossbow and the longsword. I was kinda expecting more.
Godspeed.
The layout of this floor is kinda weird too. It's like some sort of dock. Baldon's Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is getting an enhanced edition next month. What's good about it? Well, if it's the same as the Kingmaker enhanced edition, they're going to add a lot of free content. If you already have the game, then it's a free update. Yeah, it was a new buckler area 4, but like just a +3 buckler. No one in my party really uses bucklers.
Open your heart to me.
I don't know where to disarm this trap. Okay, so here. Sometimes if you try to disarm while riding your pet, your character kind of bugs out. It's a bit disappointing, but what can you do?
I'm prepared.
Death is life's final surprise.
Please, allow me.
Oh, this robe sounds pretty powerful
This way
indeed.
for my path.
Aru is so big that she also bugs out, attempting to disarm the trap. Let's just take the pain. Curse of Weakness. Well, will someone hit with it? Hello there, Prime Omega. I'm actually doing fine, thank you. Eldritch Sign with Azata. Honestly, if you're going with an Eldritch Sign, I'd much rather have a Trickster. I mean, it's going to work with Azata, but for Azata, I would prefer Arcane Rider, which is, you know, the mounted Magus. So you've just started playing CRPGs 8 months ago, Baldons. there's a lot of nice games for you to play and discover then. CRPGs are my favorite genre. And Baldur's Gate 2 is one of my favorites by far. So we have a Hellhound. I don't think this is a normal game enemy. I'm pretty sure we don't fight any Hellhounds in the main game. So at least it's a new model and a new enemy. Oh, it does have like close to 400 hit points. What the hell? It's just a Hellhound. Maybe it's Mephistopheles Hellhound. Just one attack though, which is pretty weak. Oh, the Hell Knight can summon Hellhounds. I suppose so, that's right. I've never really leveled Hell Knights much. Let's just
this war.
Now, what am I missing?
What's on your mind?
charge at this Hellhound with Scylla.
You called?
I found something.
Is what I was made for.
Close to a 300 critical. I actually really enjoy real-time with pause as well.
We won't falter.
Like the Neverwinter Nights games, Baldur's Gate, I've always enjoyed it. Although I know a lot of people prefer turn-based.
Begone, fiend!
So I think it's nice that Ref has the option for both. Well, this looks like a unique item. Oh, it was just a padded armor plus 3. I mean, whoever wears padded armors anyways.
Please, allow me. I shall not be swayed from my path.
There's a lot more enchanted loot gear here. Oh wait, like we can't loot this? Look at all the gold here. There's a lot of gold coins unless I'm mistaken, but we can't loot it. Yes, Prime Omega, the feat selection should be the same. I actually have a guide for Megas when it comes to, you know,
This is my path. I stand ready.
the Megas feats and so on. Another Hellhound Alpha. Or maybe the Hellhound is only overpowered because he's an Alpha. Kosat, Camellia is just a sweet, pure, innocent girl. I don't know what you're talking about.
Strike as one. Strike with all your might.
We won't fall here. I swear.
Oh, there's 2 Alphas now.
Prepare yourself. No, my hand.
Vicious Besmara's Fanatic. I'm guessing Besmara is going to be the boss of this area, like a boss pirate or something. She is indeed very useful and very... Just look at the poor enemy and all of the hits he took from our attacks of opportunity. Too bad we aren't on our Trickster party, otherwise we could get even more hits. I did finish Camellia's quest line. Oh, Besmara is the goddess of piracy. That's nice to know. Baldons, you can definitely pay... I mean, you can play this DLC. Well, not importing. No, you can't import. I mean, the first DLC, the one that takes place after the main game, you play with the same characters as the main quest. But this DLC in particular, you can either play with the same characters as well during the main game, or you create new ones. Well, so basically, for both of the 2 DLCs, the first and the third one, you can play with the same party as the main game. Which is why my character here is like an angel, and I have all of the story party members with me. Besmara is a god, hopefully you don't have to fight her. Well, who cares, I mean. We got a level 20 angel, 10 mythic. At this point, we defeated Baphomet, the Skari, Nocticula.
Let us press on.
I'm sure we are up for some god killing.
I tire of waiting.
Defeat is not an option.
Some vicious pirate spellcasters. Let's actually check the spells they have. I'm guessing this would be a chapter 4, so somewhat easy. Elemental Walls. Yeah, Hellfire Ray is the only really good spell they have, although Wave of Exhaustion could be pretty annoying, because it will exhaust you without a save. Yeah, the Demon Lords, I mean, some of them are actually gods, though. But I'm guessing someone like the Skari isn't really strong as a true god.
In the holy light.
Let's loot them, pirate.
We march ahead.
The goddess
I'll make
protects
my own
us.
legend.
I will prove my worth.
Okay. Yeah, some of the gods are kind of weak. I mean, a goddess of pirates doesn't seem like she's going to be very strong. Unless there's a lot of pirates in the setting, I guess. Oh, there's even some fish here that we can't eat. And another undead enemy.
Our path leads on.
The dungeon layout here is kind of weird. We can probably cheese these enemies with Aru.
The struggles never cease.
To battle, my friends!
Yeah, we can.
I will resist.
Beyond redemption! We'll erase your ugliness!
What's that?
So... yeah, the enemies have a lot of enchanted stuff, but mostly vendor trash here.
We should move.
Let's disarm hit this trap.
Let us be on.
Where's Cam?
You can
I
trust me.
stand ready.
I heed the voice of the spirits. I am helpful.
Sylvan Sorcerer is very fun. Not a lefty. It's probably my most favorite arcane caster. Getting a pet is like everything a full caster could ever want.
I will guide us.
I really wish Wizard had a pet archetype, or they had that Wizard archetype that comes with a free skeleton, which would be perfect for the Lich path. Another Hellhound Alpha.
Let me help.
I will help where I can.
Oh, we can actually charge with some of our characters, that's
I
good.
tire of waiting. We cannot be defeated. That's how you hit them.
I actually really enjoy prepared casters as well. But you know, there's no way of getting a pet without being a Sylvan Sorcerer for arcanes. Oops, I think I triggered the trap. A shout trap, I guess.
You call?
Godspeed.
Please, allow me.
Otavio, so what would be a good class for Dhampir Aeon run? I think for Aeon, Inquisitor is a pretty thematic class, like Judge Inquisitor. I'm not that knowledgeable though when it comes to the power of Aeon. Yeah, Sylvan Sorcerer is definitely the strongest. We need haste again. We only have one extend Metamagic Rod left.
We march ahead.
Golden Golem. Not sure if we fight Golden Golems on the main story. There's some golems, but golden ones, I'm not sure. It deals constitution damage as death throws. We are immune to that, whatever. Pretty high attack bonus though. Thankfully we can charge with
Together, we stand.
some of our characters.
I'll lend you my aid.
Open your heart to me.
And we got a pirate spellcaster at the back. I like some of the noises the enemies make when they die.
Fall!
Our path leads on.
Eldritch Knight for Aeon, I've never tried, but I do like Eldritch Knight. I mean, the loss of a single caster level can be annoying. Yeah, the Hellhound, I mean, is blocked, so we can't charge. Oh, some annoying ghosts. Let's have Aru.
Your
snipe them. Kossat, I try to roleplay during my, runs, but I mean, I guess an angel would never get Camellia. I just find her so useful. Yeah, the golem is still asking what happened, true. Oh, we got a mysterious statue here. Let's go for it after the battle. Actually, let's cast a single spell. Like, we haven't really used spells before Angel. A single Storm of Justice, just for fun. I haven't really tried Aeon before the buff, because they were buffed a lot in a patch, I believe. MT Sacred Huntsmaster, then Pier Urgatoba Aeon with Death Touchpad. Sounds like a fun combo. Maybe the statue will clear corruption. Oh, it's for resting. Who needs resting? We are an angel.
I will guide us.
That sounds like a fun combo, not a lefty. Oh, we actually forgot some loot from a unique NPC to boot. It's a good thing we get this trophy's left tab here. So now we are like... so now we have the Guardian's Shield. The other enemy dropped the Guardian's Battle Axe. Makes you immune to prone, that's nice. Grants you an additional attack of opportunity, yeah, that's also nice. The speed special quality doesn't matter because you can just be forever hasted. But the Guardian Shield combo with the Battle Axe can be pretty powerful. I think we are at what? The 5th island now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th island, yeah. So that's around halfway done. And we actually have to mount some of our pets. I'm not sure when they got dismounted, but we have to mount them again.
A bright future awaits us.
So Sila Social has his dog. And Cam has her wolf. Alright. We already start with some enemies. Well, might as well go here, since I'm guessing this is the path that leads to them. Only Aru can attack them from range.
Godspeed.
I will defend my dream.
Well, I'll say that the pathways are pretty tough. I mean, tight. There's a lot of tight corridors here. At the very least, you can get a lot of money by defeating these NPCs. Let's keep on going. It's a pity my angel can't mount his wolf because he has frightful aspect on.
These magics should be used in other ways.
I'll make my own legend.
Oh, we definitely want to charge at the ghostly guard.
Rely on me.
The world has suffered enough.
I
I
stand
must
ready.
part with
Together
everything
we
demonic in
stand.
me.
Please allow me to keep my lovely, irresistible.
Alright.
Adventures await.
March ahead.
I wonder how the difficulty is going to be when we reach the last islands. It's, the ones that are actually meant to be done on chapter 5.
something over there.
We can even loot a rack of clothes. Oh, Robe of False Death. Yeah, that's garbage. I mean, I guess if you were a lich, but liches have other ways of gaining immunity to critical hits. That's really bad. -6 to Constitution is like a so freshly laundered too. Yeah, I wonder who was washing this robe.
I hope you appreciate this.
Our path leads on.
More Alpha Hellhounds.
We will win this war. Did I mess up again?
Hello there, Lenning. Welcome. I remember in the first Kingmaker, I mean the Beneath the Stolen Land DLC, there was a pretty early floor that had a Wild Hunt Archer. It was super powerful for the point where you face them.
They will break against our resolve. What's that there?
The struggle's
No
never
reason to
cease.
pause.
More Greater Skeleton Champions. So the undead here are basically just guards for the pirates, I guess.
You call?
We will prevail.
These places are pretty good for ranged characters since you can just snipe the enemies before actually moving down with your melee characters. Oh, she actually casts Plague Storm. That's an annoying spell. Too bad for her. As an angel, we have everyone immune to diseases.
Godspeed.
Was probably killed by a critical hit while it was drying on the rack. Yeah, smack in the pants, that's true. And landing Pathfinder 1 content. I could do that. I mean, it's been a while since I last played the first Pillars of Eternity, I mean. I do enjoy it story-wise and character-wise a lot more than the sequel. Although the sequel is better gameplay-wise. Yeah, ciphering the first Pillars is super overpowered.
I will prove my worth.
Like, you can just cast that spell Amplified Wave and knock down everything. Oh no, we are out of haste again.
I'm prepared.
I think Social, yeah, he has another Extend Metamagic Rod. I'll give it to my... called here. We need our extended hastes.
I tire of waiting.
We actually looted the chest by just being above here. Heck.
Our path leads on.
More pirate
Make
archers.
my own legend.
Can we disarm the trap first? Oh, the panel is way over there.
Stand with me.
Yeah, the magic of really long arms. I mean, if you have an enlarged character with a reach weapon like my Scald here, you can actually hit targets above you.
I am helpful, am I not?
Ham is always helpful, as usual. We're still missing another panel.
I am helpful, am I not?
Prime Omega, if you're going for Azata as a Megas, well, there's one skill that really has great synergy with melee. It's called Incredible Might, I think. You should rush for that. It's an Azata special skill. Wasteland 3 content. I haven't really played Wasteland 3 yet, actually. I did play Wasteland 2, which I found very good. I'll try not to die. Thank you for watching, Erivore. Let's just handle these other pirates and... Oh, there's only undead here now. Oh, there's a lot of enemies coming now, including a necromancer. They were going for Aru, poor Aru. She's like left alone there at the backside. Hey there, Otavio, nice seeing you here. Oh, Prime Omega, you're talking about normal feats, right, for Azata Megas. Well, I really like, you know, the usual for two-handed characters, power attack, cleave, the cleaving line with improved cleaving finish.
I will guide us.
Dornalak, Touch of Good from Good Domain, Social already comes with it, is indeed a viable alternative for Sacred bonus. Ideally, you actually want to combine this with Sacred, with Guarded Hearth, the new Guarded Hearth I mean. The only problem is Touch of Good only lasts for a single round, but you know, we can make it work. One round is enough to defeat even bosses on Unfair. Not a lefty, Guarded Hearth now gives competence bonus to attack bonus, I mean.
My will is resolute.
It was Sacred, now it's your Wisdom modifier as competence to attack rolls and resistance to saving throws. Yeah, they kinda nerfed it in a way. But they also made the combo with Touch of Good super powerful, so it's a nerf but also a buff. I'm not sure if they knew what they were thinking.
We should move.
It doesn't attack with little competence, but the Scald Song does a lot more. And the Scald Song also gives untyped bonus to attack. Yeah, only Little Stance really. But you know, Little Stance can be spammed on every battle, like all of these battles I haven't rested with my Scald and I'm still using the same song. Bard is the one that I think got the short end of the stick.
Our path leads on.
The thing is, like I said, you can use the Scalds to gain the competence bonus on every battle. Guarded Hearth is a single battle only. Unless you are an Azata chat, which can cast Guarded Hearth multiple times per day. Where are we supposed to go now?
I will guide us.
Okay, so we haven't explored this area, this part of the map. Maybe... So what's missing? Maybe here? Oh, we have a chest missing there too. We can't really loot it, I guess. Not from here. Let's see if we can use the map to move our characters there. Where does Inspire Ferocity come from again? I kind of forgot. Ah, so this is the way to enter that part of the map, okay. Right, so Cam and her wolf are lagging behind. Well, they'll catch up eventually. Oh, what's the name of this demon again? Retriever something? Like, it's the spider demon. It even has a unique name. Right, so the annoyance about these spider demons is that they have petrification rays, don't they? Yeah, eye rays. And if you roll a 1, you basically get petrified regardless of how high your saving throws are. Unless you are a trickster.
Let me help.
So I don't like sending my main character ahead to fight them, because if they roll 1, they basically get petrified and it's, you know, game over. I prefer to send other characters, so the spider wastes the ray on them. Oh, we also have a Lilitu for once.
Please, allow me. Prepare yourself.
I'll give Inspire Ferocity a look to see how great it can be.
Charge!
Your existence offends the goddess.
Let's hope the spider had some unique items. Camellia is still lagging way behind there with the pet. Right, so a Skull of Thief of Names, another golden icon. It's another story about someone plundering a treasure house. Just reading it here for a bit. This part is interesting. So, the skull whispers to me, its teeth chattering. He is of the Proteans. Proteans are like those snake enemies that are chaotic neutral, I think. They appear in the first DLC, Inevitable Access. His moniker is Star Rattle. So maybe we are going to fight an enemy called Star Rattle, or it's the final boss of the DLC. A Protean. Braces of Bravery. This is a unique item too, plus huge morale, that's boring. But greater heroism once per day. I mean, at this level it's not going to matter much. Even at chapter 4, by this point you already have characters capable of granting greater heroism for 24 hours. And unless if we can meta magic rod, that's always useful, but you know, at this point in the game, who cares? Oh look, a single pound of diamond dust. How very generous of Ocat.
Our path leads on.
So on to the next island now. Thanks, Rogenbound. Nice seeing you here, friend. 7th island now, I think. Hopefully we can do them all in one sitting. It's only 13 islands, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to get addicted to the spells we can cast with it. I actually forgot to cast Stone Skin Communal with Cam. Oh, but I think I can refresh the slot. I totally forgot to use it. There we go. Hi there, Metatron. Nice seeing you again, too. Radiance can work on Scylla, but Holy Scimitars are super powerful. I mean, Scimitars have higher critical range than Longswords, but Radiance has a pretty powerful bonus. Oh wait, our Aru actually took damage here. Preposterous. Let's heal her. With Sosi's. I also forgot to use Inspiring Command with him. Inspiring Command is pretty useful. Yeah, next island I'll only get half a pinch. So Radiance, I mean, it's been fixed to actually grant... Holy is always great, but the Scimitar also has Holy. It does have an extra point of enhancement over it, and also gives spell resistance. The problem is, well, I mean... It's 29 spell resistance, I think. Let me check here how much. Yeah, so it's 29. But the endgame enemies all have way higher caster level than 29, I think. Hi there, Alexis. Planning to do the DLC on Unfair. I mean, since this is my first time, I'm doing it on hard, but considering we are super powerful characters, we could probably be doing this on Unfair too. But so far it's on hard. Yeah, it's on hard. For a first timer. Yeah, the spell resistance is too low for Wrath. Let us head to the 7th island now. Hello there, Vagrant. Nice seeing you here. And welcome. Right, so the layout of the islands changed again. This looks a lot like the Threshold area. I mean, the entrance to Threshold.
I will guide us.
So perhaps it's like a big field now. Hopefully, so we can spam charge to win. Hi there. Wait, who entered? Oh yeah, Vagrant. Thank you so much, Roganbound, for the donation. It really helps a lot. Especially when it comes to keeping me going with more nice ref content. The DLC is easy though, so unfair will come soon enough, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, I could even change it to unfair now, I think. It probably won't make that much of a difference. So we get another debuff here, Arcane Undertow. Increases the caster level of elemental spells. Whenever a creature casts an arcane spell, a tiny magic eater pseudo-dragon appears out of thin air next to the caster and attacks them. That sounds like fun. Kosat, you can actually have both Wendwag and Lan. It depends on the dialogue choices you pick when dealing with them at like chapter 3. Rock Pillager. Oh, wait, I forgot to cast the haste.
I'll watch your back.
Search for the beauty
I will
with your
help
heart,
where I can.
not your eyes.
This is my path.
Oh no, I'm running out of hastes. That's bad.
We will be victorious.
So I cast haste and a pseudo dragon appeared.
I'll make
Oh my god, let's kill it. So the Blade Barrier hit us. Notice how our characters are bouncing back and forth. I hate this about Blade Barrier. I'm pretty sure the spell isn't meant to work this way. Wendwag best crazy romance so far. That's right, Otavio.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Our time has
I will
come.
lend you my aid.
Hate Blade Barrier. Especially on unfair.
The goddess protects.
I think we have to heal a bit. I'm not sure, I have so much temporary hit points that it doesn't really matter.
Please.
I think Lon is great in how customizable he is, because he only has a single level, so you can pretty much turn him into like Druid, Cleric, Inquisitor, classes that need high wisdom. Yes, Camellia is a perfect romance interest. Just a pure sweet young maiden. Just like Aerie from Baldur's Gate 2. I guess this floor has more demon enemies again.
It's either us or them.
Babao Infiltrator. These are pretty annoying and unfair. They have sneak attack, I believe.
Godspeed.
I'm certainly enjoying the fact that this floor is open-ended. It's not a bunch of corridors.
No reason to pause.
Danger ahead!
Brock's Votary.
Desna, guide my hand!
The enemy was just thrown up away. Ragdoll by our wolf.
I found something.
It's kinda crazy how in Baldur's Gate 2 you can indeed have a son with Aerie and you carry the baby in your pack, just like in the first Pillars. I'm surprised how disappointing the loot is, though I was expecting more. Yeah, infiltrators on unfair are very annoying.
A bright future awaits us.
They can instantly kill down pets and other characters. So I need to disarm this trap.
At your discretion. I hope you appreciate this.
My will is resolute.
I think only Aru needs healing. Yeah.
We march ahead.
Right, I think I just went back to the entrance. Oh wait, my Scald should still have level 4 slots with haste. Let me just prepare some extended hastes here. Through meta magic. It's kinda nice that Scalds gain a meta magic feat for free. Where is it? Hi there, Thomas, and welcome. Haste and extend. So we won't have to rest after our haste runs out. It's kinda crazy how haste is always such an overpowered spell. I remember even in the first Dragon Age game, which isn't Dungeons and Dragons, haste was super powerful too. Who needs a magic battle standard if you carry a recently born child stat? That's true. Just leave it in your pack together with your familiar.
Rely on me.
The big bones are blocking our charge. Annoying. The enemy exploded into gory chunks. So when we are getting the unfair solo last Aslanthly run, hopefully never. I don't think I have it in my heart to do that. I'd probably have a heart attack.
Make your peace.
I will guide us.
I mean, I have completed an Iron Man run, but only on core and hard so far. On unfair, no way.
What do we have here? I am helpful. Am I not?
Let's just charge this Shadow Demon.
Work. Is it flawed?
Well, we can, so
Save the
I guess a
last
little
one for
rock
me.
here is blocking us.
You are beyond redemption.
I'm still traumatized by the Shadow Demons in the first DLC on Unfair. That spam spells that like deal 400 damage to your entire party. Sword Lord, I've never really tried one. When it comes to classes, I'm really hoping Alcat adds more in the like upcoming content. What's the most useless class in my opinion? Honestly,
Whatever I do now becomes right because I am.
I think the classes in Pathfinder are all pretty great, but some archetypes are awful. Like Blight Druid is playing bad, it's playing awful. You sacrifice your pet for pretty much nothing. We have elementals now. As for other bad classes, I think I'll have to take a look at the class list. Desolating Gallows Stormcaller. Those Gallows are pretty powerful enemies actually, on Unfair of course.
The spirits demand your blood.
Elementals used to be so annoying on 3rd edition. I think they removed some of their immunities in Pathfinder.
Speed.
The problem with a circular map is that I think I'm just returning to the entrance, going around in circles.
Let us press on.
Hellhound Alpha. And another Infiltrator. Let's actually check the Infiltrator stats. Yeah, he does have pretty high stats, and this is on hard. On unfair is of course way worse. And he does have so many attacks too. The problem with some archetypes in Wrath is that you basically trade one of your main class features. Those archetypes are always really bad.
Let us not hesitate.
Besides some cases like Vivisectionist where you don't have bombs, but you have so much other stuff to compensate.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
But Blight Druid, yeah, that's awful. There's also some Ranger archetypes that lose the pet. Sorry, but also awful.
You call?
I mean, I suppose you can make a case for Aru. As a matter of fact, I should have been casting Ranger Bones, pre-buffing with it. But I'd still rather have a pet than Ranger's Bond. Because, you know, Paths in Wrath of the Righteous is basically the same as having an extra party slot. It's how good they are, really.
What's
Even on Unfair.
I wonder.
I'll make my own legend.
Because at the very least, the pets are meat shields. Although they are way more. Yeah, non-smiting paladins are also awful. Like, if you're losing Mark of Justice, That's pretty much a no-no. We got the pseudo-dragon spawn again from casting a spell.
Our path leads on.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you!
Yeah, that's a pretty weak dragon. Poor dragon. Assassin is really sad about poison immune. Talk me about it. I really wish there was a mythic poison ability. I mean, the Skari as an enemy can bypass poison immunity. I wish we could do that as well.
I will guide us.
Yeah, Thomas, I read that about Guarded Hearth. However, you can still combine Guarded Heart with Scald Song. Scald Song is a lot more than just Little Stance. We have a big pillar here sticking down on the ground, I guess. Or is it a well?
Godspeed.
I stand.
Defeat is not an option.
That can happen, not a lefty, but you know, the thing is we can ride our pets. So it kinda makes up for having so many characters at once. And for the ones that don't, like my Scald here, you give them a reach weapon and enlarge them, so they can attack behind the pet army just fine.
Let us press
I
on.
think this was it for this part of the map. Wait, there's still some other parts to explore, maybe? Anyways, I don't think we're going to miss anything. Well, Alexis, the
See this
DLC,
through.
I mean, loot for selling, sure, but I haven't really found that many good items that you would want to use with your characters.
What's that there?
So far, the sword and the crossbow were the best, as far as loot from this DLC. I think this is it for this map. I'm not sure we'll get more. Well, mythic choices maybe. I know they are planning on giving more content to the late game mythics, like Gold Dragon, Swarm, Legend, Devil. I hope they do, because they have pretty small content only. So on to the 9 island. Yeah, I think it's island number 9 now. Let's just make a save here for it. Speaking about Archmage armor, they did nerf it, didn't they? I don't think it's supposed to work with potions and scrolls anymore, unless I'm mistaken. More mythic paths? I don't think so, because, you know, adding another mythic path probably means a lot more work. They'll have to create more dialogue, more story events and all that. I do hope they add more classes though. Summoner would be a personal favorite. The actual class that's called Summoner. Yeah, Empty. I really wish... To me, all of the mythic paths should have been early. Even Legend, because leaving them to the endgame, I mean, what's the point? There's barely any content left to do.
This is my path.
So okay, you're now a legend, but you don't have anything to do while being a legend.
Let me help.
I really wish all the mythics were achieved at Chapter 3, the earliest.
Together?
I will lend you my aid.
I'll watch your back. It should work. Flawed.
Prepare yourself.
We can charge, or not, I guess. So let's snipe instead.
Something over there.
Something that could be more fun though, I think, more pet choices. More dinosaurs especially. We only have like the raptor and the triceratops so far.
Well,
Speaking about pets, I think another pet that has gore is the mammoth.
I will guide us.
So he could be useful too for trip, but the mammoth has such a large model.
It's either us.
He's giant. Yeah, riding into battle on a T-Rex would be super fun. I'm actually disappointed they didn't add a T-Rex. Well, I mean, I don't expect the Summoner class to be overpowered, but I think it can be really fun. And they have so many outsider enemy models already to actually make your custom summon.
Please, be careful.
I am helping.
Yeah, all cat enemies are indeed much more powerful than the PnP ones. Oh, we get a pillar enemy now. That's new. Earthian Pillar. It's a construct with Dark Blaze. What the hell? Plus 10 bonus to armor class and plus 20 to all ability scores. Give me one of these pillars. Can we steal it for us? Jesus. That's like an ultimate buff pillar. Can it buff the enemies? Doesn't seem like it. Just look at this pillar. It has 32 on all stats besides Constitution. Uber pillar. Yeah, I really want an OP pillar like this one.
I'm prepared.
Let's destroy it first.
Trust me.
Like, it's super powerful. Oh, we can run into a pillar at level 4. That's troublesome indeed, Black Mage. I mean, these pillars are super OP. Yeah, we have an Earthian Elemental debuff now. We can find elemental pillars on the floor. Okay, so that's why.
We should
I
move.
will prove my worth.
I think Ocat likes making overpowered construct enemies. I mean, we have the carnivorous crystals and now pillars.
We will win this war.
Adventures await. Forward!
Let's disarm this trap here. Oh, we'll probably trigger the enemy.
I hope you appreciate this. The heartbeat quickens.
I definitely wasn't expecting a pillar to be powerful. It's just a pillar.
Now what is that?
Pillars of Eternity, maybe.
I'll make my own legend. I stand
Please.
ready.
Allow me draw the first blood.
Bloody Bones Beast. It's like a special skeleton, maybe? Lunge. This is a new enemy, I think. Although its stats are kinda low. I'm surprised our characters actually managed to use the artificial intelligence to bypass the trap. That doesn't happen often.
Wait. This is my path.
I shall not be swayed from my
Let us
path.
press on.
Let's loot the enemies. Some rocks now. Cultist Evoker. Oh wait, we have a unique enemy here. Gwalum. Dagon's Chosen. Oh, Dagon, the Demon Lord. Would be nice if you could fight Dagon. That's like a Lovecraftian enemy. Armor and Shield could use a mythic ability indeed. As a matter of fact, I do wish they would add more mythic abilities to support some other stuff. Like Alchemist barely has any support, especially Bomb Alchemist. Your bomb damage doesn't scale with how powerful the enemies are in Wrath. So Gwalum, Dagon's Chosen. I wonder why Dagon's Chosen is here. Oh wait, Dagon is like a water deity. Or a deity that lives in water, so I guess it makes sense. Copycat. It's kind of fun sometimes reading the unique abilities the enemies have. Anyways, let's have Aru snipe him. And I'll also have Scylla attack. Yeah, you're right, Skidface. I really wish Alchemist would be improved with more mythic abilities to empower bombs. Basically, only Lich has an ability that really increases the power of bombs, but it's still not good enough. I once tried testing, I built an Alchemist, and like at the end game he was awful. The damage for the bombs wasn't really good. Weird bombs. A bomb that casts an instant death spell, that would be fun. Oh, we have a Robin Hood hat here. Hat of the Bitter End. What the hell, that's super powerful. Whenever the wearer of this hat slays an enemy, they get a +2 bonus for 3 rounds to attack rolls. And it does stack. That's actually crazy good. But the hat slot in Wrath is kinda competitive. Kinda interesting that the Chosen of Dagon was wearing a hat. Oh wait, this is actually great for pets, you know. The head slot for pet isn't really that needed. For your characters you usually have headbands that increase mental stats. Yeah, all of my characters have the headbands with mental stats. I think maybe one of our pets can use this. Oh well, it's not gonna matter that much anyways. Not a lefty, shapeshifters can be fun, but honestly, either if you go demon or Druid Angel. Druid Angel, I think it's the strongest shapeshifter by far.
We march ahead.
Druid Angel is really fun as a shapeshifter because you are basically a merged caster, so you have all of the unique angel buffs. So now into the island number 10. Anything plus angel will be powerful by default. Well, if you merge... Actually, I think it would be really nice if the Enhanced Edition could let other classes merge as well. The power gap between merged casters and non-merged is just super high. I mean, it's just the way it is. Right, so island number 10 now. What's the best item so far? Wiki. Oh, it's actually Wiki, sorry. I was saying Ouija before. There's 2 items that were pretty good. Assuming I can find them here. Let's see, there was a longsword and a crossbow. There's so much trash at the moment now that I might not be able to find them. Yeah, so this is the crossbow Evercode. It's the first of them you find. It shoots 2 bolts when you first attack, which is kind of powerful. Plus it also has a debuffing effect. Well, that's also true, not a lefty. I mean, a non-shapeshifter build would be more powerful with those buffs because weapon enchantments are super powerful at the end. The same for weapon critical ranges and so on. But you know, it's a way to make them work. So, Wiki, the second one, the second good item is a longsword. Let me see if I can find it somewhere. They don't have any unique icons, I think, which makes finding them a bit troublesome. Okay, so it's this one, Iron Prayer. You find it after the crossbow. Whenever you attack a demon, you deal an extra 1d10 of damage, kinda powerful. And you also get a +2 enhancement bonus to attack rolls. Plus it's also cold iron, so it's a perfect weapon for demons. I think the crossbow and the longsword are indeed from the Act 3 islands. The rest of the items so far isn't really good, besides the hat I just found. Wait, wasn't I already at this island before? Maybe I didn't fully explore it. Let me check again. Yeah, so I guess now it's island number 10. Indeed. Just need to cast our haste.
Struggles never cease.
Not sure if Aru needs Hurricane Bow. Yeah, she does. It's basically the only of the long buffs that we have to cast again. She's just a ranger after all.
Where I can.
Scylla could also use Bestow Grace, but I don't think it's going to be needed until the last of the islands.
My will is resolute.
So this island set now kind of looks like the Baphomet's prison. The tiles, at least. This skeleton champion guard appears everywhere.
I stand ready.
Danger ahead.
Oh, we have vampire enemies now. Vampire Fencer. Just look at the bloated armor class. So yeah, I'm guessing now the stat bloat enemies are going to be coming. 56 armor class. Pretty low attack bonus though.
I will resist.
I found.
Thankfully Aru got the quarry ability going. Yeah, take the critical hit. I think Aru did it? Yeah, 276. A natural 20, baby. And we also got the vampire flat-footed, so he only had 40 armor class. Too bad for them. So now we at last are going to find the tougher enemies.
You are today's sacrifice.
Just sacrifices for Cam though.
I am helpful, am I not?
I guess these are the islands you can only access at chapter 5 then. Let's hope there's some good loot here.
Our path leads on.
So much vendor trash.
We won't falter. I will guide us. Strike as one. We cannot be defeated.
Another Vrock Votary. Yeah, this one is a weak enemy.
Prepare yourself.
The Blade Bearer is always so annoying though. The good thing we have so much temporary hit points.
I will prove my worth.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Let us press
Let's
on.
keep going.
Over there.
Disarming with your pet is so annoying.
I am helpful, am I not?
Alright. More skeletons.
The heartbeat quickens.
Another ghostly guard. Not a lefty. What I know about Trickster is that you can actually stack microscopic with reduced person. It's kinda silly, but you can do it. I know I have tested it before, unless they change that in a patch. The bonus does stack.
No reason to pause.
Complete a DLC without mythic power. Well, I mean, we are an angel here, so we are the ultimate of the best, of the most overpowered.
We march ahead.
I suppose it's going to depend on your party composition. I think the person gets smaller indeed, Slender Gaming. Nice seeing you here, by the way. Your videos are pretty fun too.
Our path leads on.
Yeah, I do think they stack because I remember having like a super tiny horse when I tested them.
I'm prepared.
Or a super tiny camellia, I can't recall it at the moment. These greater skeleton champions really are popular enemies here, it seems. Let's take the votaries first, they are annoying casters. Thanks a lot, Slendered. Oh, there's a recipe here, mullet wine. We already know that recipe though. This is one of the weird loot choices, I think. I mean, so we are at a high level dungeon and we find a wand of confusion. Like, what's the point? But okay. Maybe for a trickster, I guess. For unlimited ones and one scaling.
Godspeed.
I definitely am Squid. All of my parties are builds that I have covered. Slender Gaming, the Toothy chest, I think it's a vendor. Yeah, you're right, Lefty, we can't reduce the horse, but we can use microscopic proportions though. Double golems now. And a cultist evoker. Finkelstein, I'm definitely going to release a lot more content from Breath. I'm just waiting for the Enhanced Edition to come because it's going to change some content, you know. So I want the guides to be updated. Mohammed, I'm not really sure because, you know, you only gain mythic power in this DLC if you're doing the standalone version, not the main story one, which is the one I'm doing now. Let's take the Necromancer first to destroy the summons.
Let us press on.
Oh, the second chest, Slender. I mean, the chest that's close to you. It's like the... It's your main storage chest. The same one that you can access in the capital. It has like... You can just put items there and access it. It's basically for storage. But the Mimic chest, the one with Tooth, is definitely a vendor. I think it's supposed to update with some new items, but I haven't been able to get that working. I have to check where I'm going, because I think I'm...
Leads on.
Okay, so this is a new area. Squidface, running Legend versus Trickster. Well, ideally you want to start with a Trickster and then you become a Legend, because you can still retain the Trickster special feats. So it's actually super overpowered.
What do we have here?
Any combination with 2 high base attack bonus classes is amazing for Legend, because your base attack bonus keeps on increasing. Basically, you end up with so much base attack bonus that you destroy the entire game. Also, some feats like Power Attack, they give you more damage the higher your base attack bonus. So with Legend, you just gain a massive amount of extra damage. Rock Votaries, let's get them first. We'll kind of have to eat the trap, I guess, to get to the Sharpshooter. Oh, we were able to do it without going to the trap. Aurus saved us by sniping it.
I will guide us.
Legend with 2-handers and power attack, I mean the extra bonus from power attack is probably going to increase your legend damage by a massive amount. Because you can end up with 40 base attack bonus. Let's just... Oh, we actually found a secret here, but we need to cast haste again. Well, Skid, I do think the legend increased to base attack bonus will also get you more attacks for dual wielding.
Let us
A
press on.
bright future awaits us.
Let's hope there's some nice loot stashed away here. Okay, just a miserable full plate, that's disappointing. No, the Animal's Companion only scale up to 20.
Something over there.
Oh, the traps where we have to move beyond them to disarm are kinda annoying.
I'm trusting you. I'm glad I was useful to you.
Well, I think, yeah, we've been here already. Let's find a new path somewhere. Probably here. Yeah, it is true that you would only gain an increase in attacks from your main hand. The dual-wielding ones are capped by defeats. Oh, let's just rush over this trap. Wait, I can't believe it. The artificial intelligence actually managed to move past it on this tight little spot. That's great.
I will guide us.
Coin of protection. Wow, it's nothing. Okay.
I am helpful, am I not?
Godspeed.
I guess the mini-boss of the area, maybe it's here. Anyways, let's just charge at the poor skeleton.
Together we stand.
Stand ready.
For once we can charge with everyone.
Has suffered enough.
Should work. Is it flawed?
Well, besides poor Cam.
I will protect you with my life.
Standard, my characters are all level 20, because this is from a chapter 5 save. I love when we disrupt the enemy's concentration. It's always such a nice feeling, having them fail their spellcasting.
Please, allow me.
Let us press on.
Yeah, I'm doing the mode where you can do it for the main quest. Summon direwolf. Yeah, there's a cultist conjurer hiding here.
The struggles never
We
cease.
won't fall here. I swear it.
It's kinda strange they didn't like upgrade the cultist conjurer, because I'm pretty sure this is a chapter 3 mob only. It was kinda bad killing him so easily.
We march ahead.
It's my first time actually slandered. Well, so far it's been enjoyable, but I'm mostly playing it for, you know, the loot and the extra experience you can get in the main game. I do kinda wish there was a bit more story to some of the floors though. Because so far we just bum rush to the enemies and that's it.
We will prevail.
Yeah, I have been able to save anywhere so far, Baras, so I do believe that's how it goes for the main story.
Prepare yourself. Desna, guide my hand.
Yep, we do, Finkenstein. It's actually quite a lot of experience so far. Well, it hasn't been much of a challenge, Squid, because our characters are like at the last level and with the best gear, so it's kinda hard to make something challenging. We are on hard though. Also, there's another unique NPC here, Wyrog the Defiant, with some glasses. Let's see. Glasses of the Undeniable Truth. Always under the effect of True Seeing, that's nice. +2 Profane on Initiative, also very nice. And when equipped with the Robes of Unspeakable Truth, I haven't found this yet, you also gain +2 Competence to Intelligence, so that's a quite powerful combo for mages, depending on how good the robes are. Yeah, Tenebrous Depths, I might be remembering it wrong, but I think story-wise so far it seems a bit better. Oh, we also got a Withered Ruby Fruit. Another one of those memory items, I guess. I do wonder who the final boss of the DLC is going to be, though. So long as it's as cool as the spawn of Rovagug for the Kingmaker DLC. I recall the Helmsman NPC saying he wanted a jewel. Maybe it's something related to this item. Ruby fruits from a tree on Elysium. That's like the Azata plane, isn't it? It's one of the good aligned planes I know. I guess the boss is going to be the Star Rattle entity. Yeah, chaotic good aligned plane. And it's also supposed to be a Protean, one of those snake dudes from the first DLC. Yeah, I would also like more story DLCs for the main game. From what I heard, the Enhanced Edition apparently is going to have more Chapter 5 content, which I think is very much welcome, because Chapter 5 is kind of short. So now island number 11. Let's see if we can talk with the Helmsman NPC and if he reacts to some of these items we have so far. Assuming we can. Maybe the Myth chest also updated some items for sale. Yeah, so now the items have oh no, they haven't updated. The rest of the items here are just trash we sold him. One more for Through the Ashes? I hope not. I'm not a fan of standalone campaigns like with characters that you don't care about.
I will see this through. Speed.
So the Helmsman is here. The chest on the deck claims to be the real Nahindri. Yeah, so nothing new so far. I think island number 11 now. So we are close to the end. I guess I just wish there was a bit more story to this DLC, you know. But it's basically designed to be a dungeon crawl, I guess. I think the issue with Devil so far, Mr. Smith, is that there's very little content for it. So the debuff is flying time under tow for this floor. At the beginning of each combat, all creatures are affected by the haste spell. Thank you. Oh, we also age rapidly. That's weird. I wonder if we are going to be immune to it since we have immunity to ability damage and drain. I think not. It would be a bit cheesy to bypass this restriction. I guess this floor is the one you want to rush, as to not get hit too much with the debuff.
I will prove my worth.
This is my path.
Let's just kill the Hellhound first.
These magics should be
We will
used in
win
other ways.
this war.
Goddess protects us.
Open, it should work. Is it flawed?
To battle, my friends!
Killing is what I was made for.
Let's see if we were already hit with the debuff somewhere. I don't think so. I mean, all our stats are the same. So I guess... Oh wait, it is here. Aging. When this counter reaches 6, you become middle-aged. Huh. That sounds kinda annoying. So far it seems like the worst of the floor debuffs. We got the first aid kit. Oh, I think they added this in like a patch or so. as to be used with the Treat of Fiction ability. It's not free anymore.
Let us
And here I was thinking it was a rare item. It's just a first
I'll
aid
watch
kit.
your back.
So much for that. Well, we are aging quite fast. So we are middle-aged now.
stand.
Yeah, we only got penalties to our physical scores. I think that's how age is in Pathfinder. I mean, you get a buff to mental stats and then a penalty to physical stats.
We march ahead.
Something over there.
Into the fray!
Cambion Cleric.
Fall!
Another Necromancer spamming the Skeleton
Make your
summons.
peace. Your struggles end here.
Our path leads on.
And we are growing older and older. Old age. Plus 3 to mental stats and minus 3 to physical stats. Mr. Smith, you can only age here because this floor has a special aging debuff. Like a special mechanic here. In the normal game, there's nothing like this. Maybe if you cast Mass Heal, we can remove this debuff. I'll try once we hit, like, once we get really old. Yeah, the islands all have different debuffs. This one so far appears to be
Gods to be
perhaps the most severe of them all. I think this is it. Let me just check something. Oh, so the counter, I think it keeps increasing even outside of combat.
Let us press on.
I'll have to check that. Let me just check it again. Yeah, so whenever we get this little effect here, we get another counter. So now we got aged again. Let's check how old we are. 19. Well, at 20 we'll become permanently staggered. Although staggered, I think it's removed by freedom of movement. You become immune to it. On the other hand, our Oracle Chad now has 15 charisma from Venerable Age. Thanks for the extra charisma. Poor Camellia is an old woman now, a hag. Who will romance poor Camellia now? Venerable Age. Let's see if Mass Heal removes it. Otherwise, you'll have to use Greater Restoration. Yeah, it doesn't, so it has to be Greater Restoration. Oh, you're right, Vagrant, I forgot. Cam can age a lot more. Well, let's see if Staggered actually is going to annoy us or not. I wonder if our pets
Trust me.
are getting aged as well. Nope, they aren't, so pets OP. Pets cannot age. Our dog is still as young as ever.
Go for their hearts!
I'm not sure, Lefty. I mean, it's probably not meant to work on dead parties, but as we all know, it's going to depend on if Cat forgot to implement it that way or not. So, are we staggered? Because we should have hit. Ah, yes, so we are immune to staggered. Freedom of movement makes you immune to it. At least it's how it works with the Oracle Curse. So maybe we can just keep on aging like forever. Or is there a limit? Yeah, I think there's a limit to it.
Adventures await.
I think our Bard got staggered. Does he have freedom of movement? He doesn't, so I'll give it a try.
With your heart, not your eyes.
He can probably cast it on himself. Yeah, well, he already got permanently staggered. Oh, we got a special Buster Sword? Oh no, it's just a normal one. Magic Vestment fix sucks. Yeah, Magic Vestment was kind of powerful as an angel because you could increase it beyond the normal power of it.
I'll make my own legend.
So we have to use Greater Restoration on some of our characters. Thankfully, Social has a lot of them.
Lend you my aid.
Am I not?
I'm not even sure if we need to do it though. Because this is the maximum of the charges. And we still have pets. Our angel is immune to aging. Aru Chalet is also immune to aging, so I think, yeah, they probably made Undead parties immune to it. As considering they bother to actually make Aru immune to aging as she's a demon.
Our path leads on.
I will protect you with my life.
Do not fear. Do not.
Anyways, once we leave this floor, we are probably going to...
Down the divine wrath.
Well, the debuff, aging debuff is going to be removed. Before that, we are just going to walk around like old men.
What's that there?
I hope you appreciate this.
My will is resolute.
A lot of Hellhound Alphas here.
I will not falter.
Mr. Smith, Kingmaker is quite a good game. I mean, I think most will say it's not as good as Breath of the Righteous, but still a very nice game.
Let me help.
What's on your mind?
They will break against our resolve.
Oh, we are actually fighting a Calavakus for once in the DLC.
I will resist.
Annoying Necromancer, so let's snipe it. I think Wrath is a lot harder as well, Doctor, because Kingmaker is basically Stinking Cloud, the game.
Speed. Let us not has these magics should
No
be used
reason
in
to
other
pause.
ways.
The goddess protects us.
Well,
So we can charge at least.
We will be victorious.
It's kind of weird fighting a single Hellhound. Oh, okay, so there's more enemies.
Rose, I call upon you.
Strike with all your might.
I think an issue I have with the DLC so far is that there aren't really any new enemies. At least not that I recall. It would be nice if we have new enemies with new skills and so on for the
open
DLC.
your heart to me. Now, what is that? What do we have?
Oh, a nice pool of blood
I am
here, a
helpful,
fountain of
am I
blood.
not?
Why would they put a +1 amulet at this stage of the game? Like, why?
Found, something.
I am helpful.
Alright, so more enemies now. Oh, what the hell? This tree is giant. Who the hell is this? Invisible sneaky tree. I can't even see that. Okay, so Gorbark. That's a big tree. Let's check. Level 20 plant. Colossal size, that's right. Kinda low armor class though. Pretty low attack bonus as well. That's disappointing. I was expecting this tree to be super OP. Yes, Mohammed, we can do that. For example, my angel here, he has 24 hours Eagle Soul. I mean, it's 14 hours now because some time has passed already. Let's see if the tree dropped some good loot. Ah, okay, so now we have the robes meant to combo with those glasses. Plus show circumstance to wisdom, that's great for clerics. An hour of fear, that's interesting. The difficulty class can be quite high too. I mean, if I do this for with my angel, it's higher than 40 the difficulty class. But I guess the main power of these robes is that it's +2 circumstance to wisdom, which is super rare, so it's gonna stack with everything. And if you combine them with the glasses, +2 to intelligence. So yeah, these are pretty great. I don't have an intelligence caster though. Social can definitely wear the robes though for +2 wisdom. Wait, he didn't get a bonus. Okay, so not sure why. He only gained the intelligence bonus, so maybe they switched it? The description is wrong? I mean, he gained a bonus to intelligence, but it says wisdom here. Anyways. Hello there, Mr. Untamed. Thank you for being here, and welcome. Yep, YouTube is my current job at the moment. Oh well, the robes are great for intelligence casters like Nanyo anyways. Problem is I kind of forgot. Well, maybe if I give the glasses to Social, he's going to get the wisdom boost. So glasses of undeniable truth. And now the robes. Yeah, so now he gained the wisdom bonus. The description is switched. Still, the higher our wisdom, the higher our guarded hearth bonus. Let's keep on going.
Our path leads on.
This is probably the end of this floor. Yeah. At the moment, I can't really recall any Elden Ring creators. There's quite a lot of Elden Ring videos though.
You call?
So the mysterious statue, I think this is just for resting. We don't need it. Let's go for the next island. Alright, so we are at the penultimate island now, I think. Just 2 more to go. I wonder if some of our buffs have run out already. Yeah, I still have to cast Cat's Grace. Could probably have used it with my Scald that has 24 hours duration for it. That part is I only have 2 castings of haste left. Anyways, let's just go for it. Oh, so it's, yeah, 2 more islands. After this one, I guess. So the layout of the dungeon changed again, I think. Frog Pillager. Doesn't seem that. Oh wait, we forgot to mount our characters. I kinda hate when your mounts are. I mean, your characters are taken out of their mounts. And we also have a new debuff, Gigantic Undertow. All creatures on this island are under the constant effect of the Enlarged Person spell. The strength and constitution of everyone is increased to 21. That's nice. Kinda weird of an effect. So we all have high strength now, but we can't ride our pets, or can we still ride them?
Please, allow me.
Together we stand.
Together, we stand.
There's beauty hidden in the darkest of places. Too bad no one can. Now, what am I missing?
Yeah, we can't. Because we are now bigger than our pets.
Now, what am I missing?
Besides Scylla. Oh well. Thankfully we can probably overcome this just fine. Kinda interesting to have your stats increased to 21. Yeah, horse OP, the horse is super big. Because the horse, I use legendary proportions, for the others I use animal growth. I think I can just use legendary and still ride them. Let me check with Cam. I think my Oracle is the one with legendary. Let me see with for Cam's Wolf. Yeah, the problem is legendary increases their model size as well, and I find that a bit annoying. Because the bigger their model, the bigger their hitbox, and the more they get in the way of other characters, and even themselves.
I'll watch your back.
I stand ready.
Let's go for that ever so useful haste. Yeah, outflank and seize the moment don't stack. I might be wrong, but I think they used to stack. I'm pretty sure there was a patch note that said they wouldn't stack anymore or something like that. Or maybe I was all wrong all along. Outflank is the best one. That's for sure. Still, I do believe getting combat reflexes can help as well. It is a prerequisite for seize the moment. Anyways, let's just handle this floor now.
Rely on me.
I will lend you my aid.
Social is not riding his pet though, which is somewhat annoying. Yeah, I can probably try reduce person. I don't think it's going to be needed though. I mean, we are destroying the enemies. My only problem with Seize the Moment for ranged characters, not a left, is that it takes a lot of feats to get going. Like, you need a lot of snapshots and so on to increase the range.
Did I be inheritor? Guide my slave.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
The horse has its full attacks now, all Shellings. I'm pretty sure he does. Because I have always used horses with Scylla.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Oh, let's get the WOTR ring.
Your struggles end here. Disappear.
Do they think I mean, I find ranged characters are pretty annoying feat-wise. Because you need like point-blank, precise, many shot. Oh look, a wand of controlled fireball. How useless for this level. Oh, so the trap is way over there.
I hope you appreciate this.
I'll make my own legend.
Dual Glory should stack, I believe.
Let us press on.
Oh, a Tick Swarm. We are immune to ability damage, so they can't Constitution drain us.
Take you. We are the light. They are the darkness.
I was kinda hoping for newer enemies in the
Make
DLC.
your peace.
Look at all the Tick Swarm procs. Thank God we are immune. I think we missed, yeah, this
I'll be
loot
safe
here.
on my path.
We march ahead.
And we can also head for the other path too.
What's that there?
Well, there sure are plenty of traps in this
What's
place.
on your mind? I wonder. I am helpful, am I not?
Alright. Man, there's so many of these skeletons.
We cannot be defeated.
I don't think on Unfair it would have made much of a difference, like stat-wise. We are the toughest of the islands, and the enemies aren't particularly tough. If you want really absurd enemies on Unfair, go for the first DLC, like where a random succubus has 80 armor class. It's crazy.
Leads on.
Now we have to go back to the path with the trap. Somewhere around here, I guess. Now where is it? Inevitable access is the worst DLC, Richard. Well, there's a lot of puzzles, I guess. Oh, Cat really does love
I
them
am
puzzles.
helpful, am I not?
Oh, we got a bashing shield. It's just +1 though.
I will guide us. Let us not have these magics should be used.
More skeleton
right
champions.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
I
We
stand
can actually
ready.
charge at least. I do wish there were stronger animate death spells. I mean, Lich can turn the enemies, but I mean summon-wise.
Godspeed. Together we stand.
No reason to
Shadow
pause.
demons are another enemy that's super overpowered in the first expansion.
Let me draw the first blood.
Yes, Mohammed, Sunmarked is extremely overpowered. It increases your damage output by a massive amount. It's another one of the reasons why Angel is so powerful. Merged Angel, anyways. If you aren't merged, you barely have the spell slots to cast it. Yeah, the DLC has those shadow demons that have area of effect attacks that do like 200 damage to everyone. Irresistible, by the way. They really went all out with the first DLC as far as bloated enemies. I actually have no idea where to keep going. Okay, here. Oh, a zombie ranger. And he actually got enlarged. They're actually doing it wrong, by the way. If you want to go by the rules, undead can't be affected by enlarged person. Undead aren't persons, oh cat. The same for demons. They are not persons. Let's snipe the enemy here. Fireball is such a weak spell for the enemies to be casting at this point in the game. But okay.
This is my path.
Right, so we should be at the end of this floor, I think. Or island. Maybe here.
I'll watch your back.
Let's disarm it.
I hope you appreciate this.
There is no greater satisfaction than
A
overcoming
bright future awaits
That
us.
is, of course,
If we can charge, we can with at
Should
least
work.
some characters.
Is it flawed?
strike.
I guess there's a mini boss up the stairs, maybe.
Prepare.
Oh, Eye Collector. Yeah, that's the unique enemy. Let's check their stats. So this one has high stats for once. 68 armor class. It's a Fey, just a 20 Fey. Kinda looks like a Wild Hunt enemy from Kingmaker. I like the unique features like Tailwind of Flocks. Whenever one of your party members summons exactly one creature, 2 creatures are summoned instead. Well, attack bonus wise, it's pretty weak though. It's gonna fall down fast. Let's see if he has any nice loot. Cloak of Carnage. This is a base game item, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, it is a good cloak if you want to use evocation spells, but I'm pretty sure you can find it during the normal game. So much for a Fey.
I'll make my own legend.
Yeah, it took me longer looking at the stats than fighting him. Such is the power of Angel. I think all we have left is the last island, or maybe there's still another one left. Let me check. Yeah, we still have one island before the other. Before the true last one. Very close to the end at last. Valmalos has 120 armor class, yeah. The stats for the DLC on Unfair are absurd. This island also has more of the enlarged person unique effect.
What's on your mind? I wonder. It should work. Is it flawed?
Yeah, we can't properly ride our pets.
Rely on me. It is no trouble.
I was kinda hoping each island had unique enemies, you know. It can get a bit boring fighting the same Greater Skeleton Champion Guard again and again.
I will prove my worth.
Death is life's final surprise, and I enjoy surprising.
Just disarm this.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Well, let's check the stats on the Zombie Ranger. Yeah, even for hard, it's pretty weak.
Godspeed.
So it seems even on Unfair, the DLC is not going to be that hard, at least the later parts of it.
Save the last one for me.
The early floors are probably going to be a pain.
Your struggles end here.
Oh, there's a hidden summoner. Or mage. Inevitable Darkness is like the special Playful Darkness for the DLC, right? Hi there, Richard. This at the moment is on hard, but I don't think Unfair would have made much of a difference. Because the enemy stats aren't really that high. Well, Finkenstein, the island I'm at now is actually for the endgame, chapter 5. So my stats are accurate for these floors at least.
Make your
Pain is my pleasure.
But then again, we are playing with an angel who is like one of the strongest of the mythics possible.
cease.
If not the strongest overall. Let's just get our loot. I can't seem to loot the Cambion here. I'm surprised though Cat didn't make super overpowered enemies for this DLC. Unlike for the first Inevitable Access one.
Adventures await.
Begone, fiend!
Something.
Oh, a Hellhound from the back.
The heartbeat quickens.
Like, it's kinda strange fighting a weak zombie ranger at this point of the game. Even on Unfair, it would be a weak enemy.
They will break against
The
our
thing I hate
will.
most about Unfair, however, is double damage taken. I don't think it's a mechanic really compatible with the Pathfinder system. Oh, the enemy teleported. Yeah, that's another reason Babao infiltrators are so annoying.
Killing is what I was made for.
Oh, it's just the first of 3 maps. I can't believe that. Is that true? I thought these were just all of the islands. I mean, are there really more islands than just the ones at this part?
In the holy light.
We march ahead.
Well, we are about to see anyways.
What's that there?
Yeah, it's actually my first run to the DLC. It's first time ever. Oh, Fallen Time Guardian. This is a unique looking enemy. It's like an Aeon. Oh, the trap actually dispelled some of our spells. Well, mostly failed. Anyways, let's check. So yeah, it's an Aeon. At last, an enemy with a very unique model. It's a Bytos Aeon. It doesn't seem particularly tough. Well, that's very nice to know. So the DLC is starting to look a lot better in my eyes now.
Victorious.
So another unique item. Oh, this is the Star Battle. The great night has come. I guess the final boss is indeed going to be a Protean then, because every item seems to reference this Protean. Okay. And he does have a special necklace. +2 morale to initiative. Well, that's kind of good, I guess.
Our path leads on.
Well, so now we should be at the last island for this run then. Real men play with triple damage, yeah. Nothing like being one shot by every enemy on the first dungeon, the maze. Okay, so let's head to the last of these islands here. Well, Richard, I'm doing this on the main campaign and I'm guessing you can carry everything. So now we are at the island with the flowers. Oh, we actually get like a cutscene. A lot of poisonous plants, I guess. And here's the... That looks like the Protean. They are spiky snakes. So I guess... Yeah, this island is just the boss. Laughter's prison.
I will see this through.
So I'll save it here. Well, I wonder if we should bother using our short duration buffs for this enemy. Maybe not. Well, at least we want haste. And to ride our pets again,
Open
now
your
that we
heart to
can.
me.
Together we stand.
I'll
Just
let
need
you
to
know.
ride everyone.
Waiting.
You called?
Man, that's quite a lot of extra experience then for the main campaign. It's really a lot if you have to do this all over again like more times.
I will help where I can.
Reused assets from Rogue Trader. Nah, these assets are from Blackwater. The Cyber Demon dungeon. It's from Ref.
Thank you for inviting me on this
Anyways,
journey.
I might
Risking
also
life and
use some
limb,
short buffs.
facing countless dangers.
Allow me.
The goddess protects us.
Just need to
Perhaps I
ride
shouldn't
here.
thank you.
Where's Social's pet? Okay, here and now Cam's. Right, so everyone is here now and riding their pets, I
I will
think.
lend you my aid.
Okay.
My will is resolute.
Just need the last haste then.
This is my path.
I shall not be swayed.
Might
from
as well
my
use
path.
a ranger spawn with arrow. Although Proteans aren't demons, we can use like instant enemy to have the bond affect them as well.
I stand ready.
It's called Rage. And what else to pre-buff with?
I will not falter.
I mean, we still have like every single one of our angel spells.
A bright future awaits.
Scylla and Social can cast Eagle's Soul though.
Not your eyes.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
That should be it. Don't think we need anything else. considering there's a lot more powerful enemies after this. So this boss shouldn't be that tough. Oh, acid evaporation, because we touched the flowers. Right, so there he is, Star Rattle. He has 6 levels in Rogue. It's a 29 level enemy. Pretty high hit points. Armor class is criminally low though. Even on unfair, I don't think it would be high. And kinda low attack bonus as well. Reshape reality, what's this? Reshape any terrain. I have no idea how that actually works gameplay wise. Anyways, the game generously let us start
Let us not hesitate.
No reason to pause.
like out of battle, it seems. I guess if it was an unfair, I might start with Guarded Hearth and all of the other short buffs. Doesn't look like we need them for this boss. Unfortunately, we cannot charge at him.
Prepare yourself.
Battle, my friends.
We just explode.
What a mess!
Oh, but a lot of copies of him spawned. Nice. And we also got the Champions of the Abyss boss music. That's interesting. So the boss spawned the clones, but because we killed the boss so hard, the clones also just died right after. How much experience? Let's see. I mean, doesn't look like... I can't really see it here. Maybe somewhat above. Oh, we also tripped the snake with one of our dogs. Let me check. Yeah, I can't really see the experience gained. I'm surprised you guys dealt with the entire DLC already. It was only released yesterday.
Desna, guide my hand.
So, Broken Trickster. That's kind of crappy. Well, I mean, the last effect of whenever you take physical damage, you gain 20 damage reduction against everything. This is quite powerful, actually. Quite powerful indeed. I mean, 20 impenetrable damage reduction, that's great. I'd rather have this on my pets, but I don't think they can use glasses, unfortunately. Yeah, they cannot. Yeah, it can be good for Scylla indeed. The one I have only gives one insight against outsiders. Still, it would only really be powerful like if... Well, yeah, if you got it in Act 3, it would be pretty powerful. The thing is, it is a pretty powerful item even at the end game. Because 20 DR is great. But... No, it seems like glasses here. Yeah, can only be equipped on the eyes. Plus 6 to Wisdom and Charisma is also great. Which then frees Scylla's helmet for something else. It's not like she's getting hit, but you know. We can just trade this away for something else. I'm not sure why though. Oh, it's kinda annoying to filter through all of the items we have. Let's see by type. Oh, we actually have this pretty powerful helmet, the Hat of the Bitter End, which you also got by the DLC. So Scylla now has a Robin Hood type of hat. This is pretty great actually, so as expected, the item from a boss is super amazing. I actually thought the DLC would end now, so I'm surprised there's a lot more exploration, hopefully even better items. So let's see what the Helmsman NPC has to say. I suppose if you're doing this on Core, on Chapter 3, it would be quite a lot of experience.
Now I remember.
Right. Oh, he's just a metamorphosing ball of slime. That's interesting.
I remember everything. My goal, my purpose, my name.
What's his name? Come on. Spell it out.
My name. My name is...
Oh, so he's an Baylor.
Nahindri.
But the demon lord Nahindri died many centuries ago. Did Nocticula kill him too? I can't remember.
How dare you disturb me? How dare you interrupt my eternal suffering?
Ah yes, after all, who doesn't want to suffer eternally?
For this, you yourself will suffer.
Oh, your mythic powers shield you from the demon's attack.
Oh my. It's enough to make an old man dizzy.
So I guess Nahindri is the true final boss of the DLC then. I'm surprised, but I think it's a lot more content than Kingmakers Beneath the Stolen Lands. Like, for all of this is just basically the first floor of the DLC. So he's all that is left of Nahindri, one of the greatest and richest of demon lords. Yeah, he's so totally not turning on us at the end. Even more treasures then. Are you ready for a new voyage? So indeed there's a lot more to do. Maybe this has upgraded the mimic chest loot. Let's check. Wait, where's the mimic? I think he's like somewhere around here. Yeah, greedy chest. Ah no, unfortunately doesn't seem like he has more items for sale. Besides the trash we sold him. Let me just check the new islands here. See how many there are. So there's less islands now. Yeah, I imagine it would be something like that. We even have a little fish monster here at the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the boss at the last island. So the enemy is going to be a lot tougher now. These are the ones that only spawn for chapter 4 then, I guess. Well, the first islands were kinda underwhelming, especially loot-wise. So maybe there's a lot of better stuff here. I wonder if you play as a lich, if you can actually keep the undead slaves between each island. That would be fun. Anyways, it's getting kinda late here, guys, and I really have to eat, so I'll save the other parts of the DLC probably for tomorrow. So we can end here now, and then resume tomorrow for the rest of the islands and the bosses. And hopefully the rest of the loot as well. The next one of the islands will be properly leveled, I'm guessing. After all, chapter 4 is pretty hard. Thanks, Vagrant. You too, Richard. Hopefully I see you guys back tomorrow. Should probably be faster since we have last islands now to cover. Thanks, Elvis, and you too, Slendered. It's only like, it's like half the islands from the other one, unless the islands themselves are bigger. Anyways, thanks everyone for being here. It really matters a lot to me. So have a good night, friends, and see you tomorrow. I'll be stopping the stream for now. Let me just save here. Good night, everyone.